Good morning, everyone. My name is Malavika, and I'm a student of Asia Mercantile and Maritime Academy. This mail reading session is a part of our online education. My topic for today is last ditch effort underway to salvage DP World run transshipment terminal in Cochin Port. So, Cochin Port Trust and DP World, that is Dubai Port World, is trying to find ways to fund a rupees 400 crore dredging project. This project will deepen the depth of the channel in Vallarpadam International Container Transshipment Terminal from 14.5 meters to 16 meters. This is actually done to allow large ships to come to this port. There's a We all know that Vallarpadam port is actually not able to function to its full potential. There are actually two main reasons for this. The first one is that the large ships are not able to come to the port because they do not have enough draft. Another reason is the high vessel related charges. As compared to Colombo port, which is actually a competitor for Vallarpadam port, the vessel related charges is actually higher in Vallarpadam. The one of the main reason for this is there's not enough ships coming in, so they're not able to manage the cost and revenue that Cochin Port Trust is receiving. So another reason for this dredging project is that Adani Ports and Special Economic Zones Limited is going to build a transshipment hub in Vizhinjam near Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. So this will also be a competitor for Vallarpadam Port. The Vizhinjam Port is also receiving a funding called the Special Viability Grant Funding of rupees 1,635 crores from the government for its development. This is actually one of the first ports in India to receive this funding. So Cochin Port Trust actually went to the government to ask for funding for the dredging project, but the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways denied this request. They suggested that they get the funding from either the Sagarmala Development Company, which is an entity under the government, or they get the funding from DP World. So here we can see that the government is ready to fund the development of Vizhinjam Port, which is not a major port of India, but they're not ready to give the funding for Vallarpadam Port, which is one of the major 13 ports of India. Vallarpadam Port was actually developed on the basis of a agreement with DP World. So on this agreement, there is no minimum guarantee throughput clause mentioned. Cochin Port Trust has said that if they're going to receive the funding from Sagarmala Development Company or any other means, that is, they're not getting the funding from DP World, then they want the minimum guarantee throughput clause to be added to this agreement with DP World. But DP World is not ready to accept this condition. Another suggestion was that if DP World is funding the project, then DP World has to pay a certain specified amount of money to the government annually, and this amount will be on the basis of adjusting the cost and revenue that DP World is getting from the port. But DP World has said that if they're ready to accept this agreement, but only on the basis if the current cost and revenue is being considered. They don't want the future cost to be considered. Cochin Port Trust is against that condition because Cochin Port Trust is saying in the future, if more vessels will come in, then they have to take into that cost, the extra cost. So Cochin Port Trust wants to add an incremental revenue. But again, DP World is not ready to accept this condition. Another Another idea put forth by DP World was that the government charges a transshipment surcharge on transshipment ships that are going through Colombo port. So all Indian transshipment ships that are going through Colombo port will have to pay a transshipment surcharge, and that amount will be used for the dredging project in Vallarpadam. But again, the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways denied this proposal. So DP World decided that they're not going to participate in the funding of this project at all. Now, usually, like all the other countries, the dredging projects are funded by the government so that so the ports can actually keep the vessel-related charge at a competitive level. So, if the port authorities are actually funding the project, then they'll have to cover the cost by increasing the vessel-related charges, which is the amount that they're getting from the ships. Already, the Vallarpadam port is spending around 90 crores annually to maintain the current depth of the channel. So if they're going to again fund rupees 400 crores, they'll have to increase the vessel related charges even higher. Vallarpadam port is already giving a discount up to 86% in vessel related charges so that they can reduce the charges to meet Colombo port's vessel related charges. This is actually costing them a loss of rupees 461.97 crore in the last 10 years. That is all about my topic. Thank you.
Very well presented as usual, Malavika. Fantastic.